everyone, it's Alyssa from Olivia here for another strength workout. Today we're doing our lower body, so kind of adding a little more weight than maybe you did for the upper body. Whatever you have lying around the house will work for equipment, whether if you don't have anything and you're just doing water bottles or soup cans or even body weight, that's fine. Just maybe increase the number of the exercise, the repetitions that you're doing, just to feel a little more of some resistance, a little more burn, just to really grow that muscle. So the switch from this class from total body workouts to strength is that we're focusing on specific muscle groups and trying to strengthen over time, increasing weight as we go along. So again, whatever you have laying around your house, a couple things you will want that you should have. If you have a hard floor like me, I will use an old wash rag or washcloth that I don't care about too much. If you have a carpet, you'll want just like a paper plate, works really well. That's to give us some slide later on when we're doing one of the exercises. Some resistance loops are really helpful for lower body work. So there are different types. There's like the plastic stretchy here, but then this is more of like a fabric cloth stretchy resistance loop. So these are a little more sturdy. These can break after time. They tend to snap depending on how long you're using them or how much. But either one works. You can find these fairly cheap online, or if you're like favorite store that you go to, you can just pick those up. If not, they're not necessary, but you're just going to notice a difference in the muscles and how you're working them if you add in some resistance. So these are really good. So lower body today is going to be the glutes and the hamstrings. So we have our bottom and then the back of our legs, and then I also like to throw in a little core work at the end just as kind of a bonus, but it also helps lower the heart rate, so we'll do that at the end. So again, this video should be about 30 minutes from start to finish, this exercise. Equipment just kind of varies, whatever you have. And make sure that you talk to your doctor before starting any sort of exercise routine. If you have injuries, just be very careful. We can modify exercises. I'll tell you at the end kind of where to send questions to and where we can talk about modifications. But for time purposes, I'm just going to show you the exercise as we do it. Take breaks as needed, so I'm not going to stop the workout, but if you need to pause to get a drink or just to catch your breath, go ahead and do that. So we're going to start with a warm-up. We do 30 seconds of each warm-up exercise here, and starting with jogging in place. This is just to really loosen up the whole body, get you warmed up. 30 seconds of this, and then we're moving into punches. Got a few warm-up exercises, and then we are starting the workout. We're halfway done here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Punches, plant the feet, bend at the knees slightly, arms or hands and fists, and we're punching across the body. We got 30 seconds here. You really want to punch hard so you can open up the torso, twisting there. If you have any injury or pain from this, just modify the movement a little bit, but really you don't want to push through pain during workouts. Being sore, having muscle soreness is different, but if you have any type of pain or pinching, just make sure you take a step back. All right, 3, 2, 1. Next we have jumping jacks. Jumping jacks are always a good warm up to get the heart rate up. Jumping in general is always good. Range of motion with the arms and legs here to get the most you can out of these. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last warm-up move. Start on one side of your room. This is called a skater. So we're using this leg, jumping across, and our opposite leg is going to kick back behind us as we land. So here we go, just like a speed skater. Here we go. Make sure you give yourself enough room so you're not kicking things around. I've done that before. Just a nice little soft sweep. Let's do one more on each side. And we're jumping into the workout. All right, so this first body muscle group that we're working is our glutes, the gluteus muscles. So the bottom, really important muscle just for function, daily function, standing, walking, posture, everything. So if you have lower back pain, sometimes strengthening the glutes can help with that. So our first one, I'm going to demonstrate with one of the lighter resistance bands. So don't use anything super thick or heavy, excuse me. So the band is going to go around your ankles. We're going to do 20 each. So come down to your mat and you're lying on your stomach. Flat on your stomach. You can throw your arms out, really doesn't matter. Not using the arms, so whatever's comfortable. But this band that's around our ankles, we're keeping one foot down and raising one. So you should feel it up in here. So we've got 20. Here we go. So 1, 2. It ends up being 10 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, next, switching to a frog pump. For this, you can bring the loop up over your knees if you want to keep using that. You want to get rid of the loop and just use a weight, that's fine. I'm going to demonstrate with just a dumbbell. So I'm going to do a dumbbell and keep the loop around my knees because this just adds extra resistance. So for this exercise, I'm going to show you what it looks like from the front. I'm actually going to show you without the loop just because get a little bit better range of motion here. So you're going to be down flat on your back, but your feet are going to come, the soles of your feet, bottoms of your feet are coming together, knees are shooting out, and what we're doing is thrusting up through the hips, pushing up through the hips, pulling up, thrusting up, while our feet are staying like this. So you get a different angle on the glutes. So we're going to do 20 here. So this is what it looks like from the side. So you're using weight. Just rest it right on the hips. Here we go, 20. 1, 2. You may have to adjust. 3, but it feels right. 4. You should be really feeling it under here, on the back side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome. Next, grab your resistance loop. A little bit lighter is probably a good idea. And we're going to bring it up around our knees. So we'll start on our right side. So we're laying on the left side here. Feet are stacked. Every body is in a straight line. Up on this left elbow. Point the toe in. And what we're doing is raising as high as you can. And this is a side lying, banded side lying hip abduction. So abducting is taking away from the body, adducting, adding to the body. So since the resistance is from when we're lifting out, it's an abduction. So we're going to do 15 on each side. Here we go. Remember to keep the toe pointed down. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch sides. So you'll be lying on your right side. We're working the left leg. Same thing, same position. Point the toe in. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome. All right, we're gonna come up. So for this, you can grab some dumbbells, whatever resistance you want to use. I'm going to demonstrate with my sandbag. I'll put it up over my back, resting on top of my back. If you're doing dumbbells, just hold them right in front of you. It's just kind of like how my arms are, but the dumbbells will just be in front. So instead of back loading, you're kind of front loading. That's fine. We're doing a curtsy lunge. We're going to do 12 on each side. These are kind of tricky, so if you can't add any weight, that's fine. So it's just like it describes a curtsy, how we're pointing our toe or so we're gonna do our left leg first. Let me slow down. So your right leg is gonna come behind and we're just squatting down. You should really feel it in the bottom on that left side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more. Switch sides. So left foot back. You're really not putting any weight in that back foot. All of it should be pushing up through your heel on your planted foot. So right now we're doing the right. So all my weight is coming up through my heel on my right side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. All right, next we're moving into glute bridges. So for this, you can do same sort of weight that you're using here. Like this would be a good one. I'm going to demonstrate with a dumbbell because I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys have at home. But whatever weight you're using, you'll put it on your hips. We're going to do this one twice through. We'll do 2 sets, but we have one more to add in between. So here we go. We're down on our mat, back is flat, knees are bent. And we're pulling up just like that frog pump, but our feet are flat. So we're pulling up through the hips, pushing through the glutes. We've got 20. Here we go. 1, 2. All the weight is in the heels. 3. So I can really lift my toes up. Don't need to, but I can because I don't have any weight in my toes. 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we're going to come back to that. Drop the weight. You can use your resistance loop. I'll demonstrate with that. I'm going to use my other one. What we're doing here, the same thing, a bridge. We're going to do one leg. And we'll do 15 on each side. So here we go. I'm going to start with the left, which means I'm dropping the right leg. I'm pushing through the weight, I'm pushing the weight through my left heel. So here we go. We're going up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna do 10 on each side. 9, 10. Switch sides. It's pretty tough after you've just done the regular glute bridges, so I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, grab your weight. Going back to the 2-foot glute bridge here that we just did. We're gonna do 20 again. Then we're gonna do 10 more each of the single leg. Then we're moving on to our hamstrings or back of the legs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Notice I kept my loop on. 4. You can do that for extra resistance. 5. You can get rid of the weight and just do the loop. 6. Or get rid of the loop and just do the weight. 7, 8, 9. So whatever works for you, whatever you have available. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. Awesome. We're going to do a single leg. We've got 10 on each side here. And we're moving on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. All right. Next, we've got back of the legs, hamstrings. So starting with a deadlift. Now if you want to use your dumbbells or if you have a kettlebell, perfect. Just hold the weight in each hand for this movement. I'm going to demonstrate. We're going to do this twice through everything here. I'm going to demonstrate with my sandbag, or if you have a weighted bar, these are really good for deadlifts. Deadlifts are a hard move to master, so keep the weight light till you really get your form down. We're going to do 12. So for this, feet are hip width apart, knees are slightly bent, but we're keeping our back straight. So just like so. Back and neck are neutral. Back and straight neck is neutral. So we're dropping the weight down. I'm actually going to switch here just so it's not hanging down so low. And then when we pull up, we're pulling through the back of our legs. And we're kind of tucking the hips in. So that's 1, 2, 3. Doing these in a mirror really helps get the form down. 4. We're going to 12. 5. Very effective move. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Last one. 12. All right, we're gonna move quick here. I don't want to run out of time. Kettlebell swings are next. We've got 15. If you don't have a kettlebell, don't worry. You can use a dumbbell just like so. Hold one in one hand. Same thing. Kettlebells are a little bit nicer the way they're designed, but they have a handle on them. So I'll use mine. If you don't have one, don't worry. Dumbbell works. You're doing body weight, don't worry. That works. I got runaway weights right here. We're going to do 15. So kettlebell swing is a little bit different. What we're doing is bringing, so feet are going to be a little wider than hip width apart because we want to bring this weight in between our legs. Down. So feet wider than hip width. The rest of our posture is pretty much the same as a deadlift. We're swinging the weight down, but instead of swinging it up with our arms, we're pushing through and driving the weight up with our hips. Alright, so we've got 15. Another move that's a little bit tricky, but once you get it, it's very effective. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we're going to 15. 13, 14, one more. 15. I almost cut you short. All right. Next, grab whatever you're using to slide. For me, I have hard floor, so I'm going to use a washcloth. You just need one paper plate. If you're doing carpet, we're going to do 10 each. These are sliding hamstring curls. Then we're starting our hamstrings circuit back at the top. Then we're moving on to the abs once through, and then we're done. So hang in there. Come down to your mat to give yourself some support on your back. But I'm going to kind of demonstrate off my mat, just so you see. So we're going to start with the left. So we're bringing the washcloth will be under your left foot. We're going to keep the right foot up in the air. And what we're doing is starting with our left leg tucked underneath of us, knee bent, and we're just sliding it out and lowering our body to the ground slowly. So it's a very controlled movement. If you keep the toe pointed up, you'll feel it a little bit more. So here we go. We're going to do 10 on each side. Right leg, opposite leg is up. 1. And bring it back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Almost there. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, go ahead and do the right side. For time purposes, I'm gonna start back at the top. Do 10 on your right side, and when I go through it one more time, I'm gonna demonstrate on the right side to even it out for myself, but I just wanna keep things moving because I'm kind of pushing it. As I'm getting adjusted to these new strength workouts, getting the timing right, it's kind of a tricky thing for me, but we're working on it. Starting back up at the top of the deadlift, we've got 12. So after you've got 10 there, you pause the video, get your 10, and then we're starting back at the top. Here we go. So deadlift, remember, feet are just about hip width apart. Back is straight, neck is neutral. All the way down, pull up, that's 1. I'm gonna demonstrate with some dumbbells this time. So you can see you would hold the weight just like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. All right, kettlebell swings. I'm going to demonstrate with a dumbbell. Just in case you don't have a kettlebell, just grab it on one side. Remember, feet are pretty wide here. Giving yourself room to swing. Coming all the way through and pushing, thrusting up, pushing up. 2, we've got 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, one more, 15. Awesome. Back into our sliding curls. So grab your washcloth or your paper plate. Good. I'm going to show the right side. You're going to do both again. 10 on each side. If you guys feel like I'm skimping out, don't worry. I did my other workout this morning, so I'm getting plenty. Get what you need. You can only do 10 on each side, that's fine. That's a start. Here we go. 1. Bring it in. Up. And slowly lower. 2. Bring it back in. 3. 4. 5. Halfway there. 6. This is the last one for your hamstrings. Back the legs. 7. It's important for women to work these muscles, especially women. 8. We tend to carry a little more fat in these areas. So 9, last one. Although you can't spot condition fat, so you can't just burn fat in one area, you can change the composition of the fat distribution in your body. So you can shape it kind of how you want. All right. The more resistance, the more weight you add, the more results you're going to see. But take it slow, work your way up to it. Abdominals down to the mat. We're going to make it quick here. I've got V-ups for you. We're going to do 10. So V-up, everything is flat. We're bringing it together in the middle. That's 1. 2. Don't drop the feet all the way down. 4. 5. Constant tension. 6. 7. That's how you get the most out of these movements. 8. 9. One more. 10. Next we have windshield wipers. We're going to do 10 on each side. Bring your arms straight out to a T. Your knees are going to be bent 90 degrees, and what you're doing is dropping to one side. Don't twist your body. That's why the arms are flat. So keep your arms flat, and you're just twisting at the core. So you're working the side of your abdominals or your obliques. That was 2. 3. 4. We're going to do 10. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Awesome. All right. Last one. You're done for today. Toe toucher. So another oblique or side abdominal movement is kind of the focus today. We're going to do 10 on each side. So bend the knees, back is flat. Coming up, but we're keeping the back flat against the mat, but we're kind of lifting up on our shoulder blades. Keep the neck neutral. Arms should be out to the side, and what we're doing is reaching with the toes off to the side. So we've got 10 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. And that's it. Feel free to work through the abdominals a little bit more if you want. For time purposes, I'm just giving you the rundown here. But abdominal work and floor work can be kind of a cool down where you're lowering the heart rate. But speaking of cool downs, we're going to do a little bit of a stretch. So we work the back of our legs. So stretching the back of your legs is going to be important. A good hamstring stretch. Just standing tall, soft knees, not bending them. Reaching down, keep the legs straight, and reach as far as you can. If you can go to your shins, you can go to your ankles, you can go to the floor, do what you can. I'm a little shorty, so flexibility comes a little bit easier for me. Hold that as long as you need. Lots of lower back of the leg stretches here, so we can come down to the mat. We can, for a glute stretch, cross one leg over the opposite knee, one ankle over the knee, and then bring that knee in. And you should feel that along the back of your leg into your glute. This is a really good one, and I would hold this for a while. And then switch sides. Lots of other hamstring stretches we can do, just sitting on the floor. Like come up here and keep your legs straight and reach down. Reach as far as you can, shins, toes, all the way to the soles of your feet, whatever you can do. Starting point. Keep up with whatever cool downs and stretches you need. Add in more stretches. Flexibility only helps with strength. So it's kind of a balance. You're building muscle, but you're also making sure that it stays loose if you don't want too much tension on your muscles normally. So keep things loose. Do the cool downs you need. Sorry, I don't have enough time to really walk you through it. But like I said, working on the timing here on these strength videos is something that I'm really pushing for. So I just want to keep things moving for you. I hope you had a really good workout and you're feeling the strength, feeling the resistance in your lower body. These are big muscles, so they are not easy to work. So if you stuck with it and made it all the way through, give yourself a pat on the back, be proud. They're not easy. So thank you for joining me. If you have any questions or need any modifications to any of these movements, send those to fitness@livia.com and then look for more videos from us every Monday through Friday. Have a great day. Thanks.